All right, we are here at Fichman Furniture in Toronto, Ontario, and here we have Ron Fichman. Hey,
hi.
say wave to everybody, who's going to take us on through his shop. Now, this is not a big space, about 1,000 square feet, though I guess all things are relative. But why don't you tell us what you like about this space, Ron?
Being in such a small space, I have to maximize the use of the space pretty efficiently, and every business needs an office. So contained in these cabinets and this file cabinet, I have everything I need to run an office. My computer, multifunction printer, photocopier, fax machine, customer files, supplier catalogs, and of course a radio to keep the shop going. From here, pretty much work enters the actual shop where we have the machines. Really, they're just boundaries that are in our minds, not really physical boundaries. We keep most of our sheet goods and stock on these two walls, right by the loading bay where they come in. And on the far wall behind you is where we keep our solid wood stacked on the wall, on the brick wall over there. We don't use solid wood as much, and we find it's easier to move it around the shop, so it's a little further away than the loading bay. We love this machine. It's our 14-inch radial arm saw. We got it because we were using a sliding compound miter saw, which is actually right underneath the table here, which now we use for on-site installation, as well as its little brother there, a non-sliding compound miter saw. The radial arm saw helped us cut widths up to 24-inch, and we only use it for cross-cutting. We do absolutely no miter cuts or any other compound cuts on it whatsoever. It is literally just for cross-cutting, 90 degrees dead on. Before we send it to the miter saw, we put our sheet goods on our Powermatic 65, which, if you're starting to get the theme, are all old machines, which we like because they're really heavy and very accurate. This machine is very powerful, it runs smooth. We built this custom blade guard so that we can rip as wide as we need that the fence will go. And we also get dust collection above the blade, which is really important. And also just for safety, to keep our fingers out of there, and to stop debris from flying into our face, even if we are wearing safety goggles. Around the rest of the shop, we have a lot of our mishmash of other tools. Router table, there's a shaper in the back section of the shop that we call the marketplace, where we have tools that we don't use very often. Our bandsaw. And we're very keen on dedicating machines to specific purposes. Like over there is our general line drill, which is just a general drill press with a line drill fixture for drilling adjustable shelf pinholes in the cases of cabinets before they get assembled. And we have another, its brother is this machine over here with our hole fixture for drilling holes for bloom hinges and other European type invisible hinges. Over here is actually something, it's not really a tool, but it's something that we love using. I built this for fun once. It's a 40 drawer cabinet with dovetail drawers. And in here we keep pretty much all of our supplies, like the hinges for the drill presses, for that drill press, the base plates, nails for our nailers and pins, batteries for our cordless drills, all kinds of stuff, biscuits for biscuit joining. And then over in our cabinets, we keep our drawers. We've got chisels and pencils and other dividers. And then underneath, power tools, and we hang our cordless drills under there. It really is a really handy setup. We've got our drills, we've got nailers, and every door is set up by the type of tool, that goes there, sanders or whatever. And then as we move through the shop, we've got the pride of the shop, the animal. our Oliver 20-inch joiner. It weighs more than most people's cars, and just unique to look at. Another neat thing that we've built for ourselves that we really like is our sandpaper section. We've got all of our grits sorted, and then this is sheets for quarter sheet sanders or just sanding by hand, as well as for our palm sanders. It's just very handy. We buy our paper in bulk, and it's so easy to manage. And
I think you'd call this the marketplace back here. Was that?
This is the marketplace. I have a thing for old machines, as you can tell, just looking around. So sometimes I find things for free or next to nothing. So this is a marketplace because a lot of tools end up there and then they end up leaving, but other ones have stood the test of time. For example, we got this for free. It's our mortiser. I just absolutely love this machine. It weighs a ton. It's a pleasure to use. I only have good things to say, and I don't think I could buy something like this new, and I don't think I would ever have bought a machine like this if I had the chance. I just, now that I have it, I absolutely love it. It's just like this machine. This machine we've never even powered up. I'm a little scared of using it. It's an overarm router, but it's just something I couldn't give up. And then like an antique vintage scroll saw that I love. I would never get rid of that. And then we've got a shaper back there. And we used to do our own finishings. These are like the remnants of what we used to do. And the odd time I might do a small project for myself or for a client. Very, very small. This is a drill press that we use pretty much exclusively for one-off drilling. If we have the odd thing to do, sometimes we'll clamp a piece of angle steel as a fence or some kind of jig. But generally those two drill presses get the most use because we set them up for dedicated usage. And then as you notice, a planer and then dust collection throughout the shop, which I would say is probably one of the things that increased our efficiency the most. Just not walking from machine to machine when I started out, hooking up hoses, tripping over things, or having to do just one small operation and being lazy and just not hooking up the hose and then having to clean up. I would really recommend to anybody to set up a very efficient dust collection system with blast gates to keep the suction at its best all the time.
All right, well, Aaron, I think that sounds like a pretty good overview there. I appreciate it, and best of luck to you.
Thanks.